everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Hordes of the Underdark. Last episode we went out and started exploring throughout Lithmyathar. Spoke with several of the people here, including found this guy who is actually willing to upgrade our weapon. Something I very much like, and we are definitely going to need to do at least once. At the very least, I think I may try to get an upgrade to a +5 weapon. That would be a nice enhancement, I think. I don't think I'd need to go much further than that, but that's pretty nice. Still, we have a few other places around here to look at. Such as this building over here. Let's take a look at it. Lithmyathar Public House. Bunch of drow and the like. Matron Mother Brizafe. Oh, there's a few things over there we can loot, though. Let's take a look. May as well loot them first. Phenolope, Thieves' Tools, Healer's Kit. Phenolope, Acid Flask, Thieves' Tools, Healer's Kit. Where's the Healer's Flask again? They are in here. There. Okay. Let's speak to this house, this matron mother.
Yes? What do you want?
Though her clothes are somewhat worn, this drow female is obviously no mere noble. Despite her shabby state and meager surroundings, she still exudes an air of arrogant confidence. So you are the reveal that the seer believes will save us all? A human male? I'm not impressed. Who are you? Oh, I find you amusing for a surfacer. I am Brizafe, matron mother of House Diani. At least what's left of it. She points at the two nearby guards. As you can see, House Diani has fallen on hard times indeed. I don't have a daughter plotting to overthrow me, and nothing for her to claim if she did. What happened to House Diani? We made the mistake of challenging the Valshires. But unlike House Mavir, we had no ancestral home outside the cities we could retreat to. Our armies were slaughtered, my daughters hunted down and slain one by one by the Red Sisters, assassins who served the Valshires. Only I escaped. Alone, except for my last two bodyguards, I came like a beggar to the door of House Mavir. Once our bitter rival, now our ally against the Valshires. A fate far more humiliating than death. House Mavir gave me shelter. They brought me here with them when they fled the city. Now I sit and wait for their own final fall, so I may enjoy it even as they enjoyed mine. They took you in and now you revel in their destruction. They took me in so they could gloat over my defeat. The matron mother of House Mavir helped me escape only to prolong my suffering. My misery brings her some small measure of joy. I know this because I would have done the same had our positions been reversed. And I endured the humiliation because I knew I would get to witness House Mavir's own destruction. You're a bitter, bitter woman. I once ruled one of the great houses. Servants bowed before me. I was bathed in oils and perfumes. Now I am reduced to living in squalor at the whim of a rival house, crammed into a common barracks with the despicable followers of Illustre. But I am not bitter. Not anymore. My life is a festering pit of despair, but I have found one joy. One small glimmer of happiness. Though I am beaten, I will have the pleasure of watching House Mavir fall by my side. If you do anything to betray this camp, I am just a lonely woman. I have no power over events that are to come. But even if I could, there would be no purpose in betraying the camp. Why betray someone who is doomed anyway? Ah, yes. Nothing heals the wounds of your own defeats like watching others fall. The Valshires will destroy House Mavir and the Seer. I just hope I'm here to see it. Tell me about House Mavir. They are a doomed and desperate house. They have allowed these refugees, followers of Illustre no less, to make camp on their ancestral home. The matron mother still clings to a pathetic belief that she may somehow survive what lies ahead. She has even banished her own daughter for fear of the girl trying to take over. Her daughter? Yes, her daughter Zesir, Matron Myroon's sole surviving heir. She's in the Mavier public house and living in exile while her mother keeps herself locked away in the tower to the north. You see, Zesir is ambitious, and given the falling fortunes of the house, she needs the seeds of a coup are easily sown. Myrune is afraid of her daughter, but she is also afraid to have her killed. So she keeps her alive, but at a safe distance. It increases House Mavier's chance of survival. If either mother or daughter is slain, the other might somehow escape, though I wouldn't count on it. Tell me about the seer. Oh, I want to ask you something else. Once my guards would have taken your tongue for daring to ask the matron mother of House Diani a question without permission. But now, go ahead. Ask and I will answer. Tell me about the seer. She's a follower of Illustre, that is all you need to know. She is an affront to everything the matron mothers stand for. That is why I find these last days of House Mavier so delicious. Forced to side with the followers of Illustre in a desperate and futile act of self-preservation. But House Mavier cannot escape its fate. Like House Diani, it will fall before the Valsharesses, and nothing, not the Seer, and not even you, can stop its destruction. What do you know about the Valsharess? She is what every matron mother wishes to become. Powerful, ruthless, driving her enemies before her in a war of conquest and destruction. Though I despise her, I also admire her. I saw the full extent of her power when she leveled House Diani, and she has grown stronger since. You cannot defeat her. Nobody can. House Mavier and the Seer are both doomed. What can you tell me about this camp? This camp is doomed. The Seer foolishly places her hopes in you, and House Mavier is desperate enough to join them. An alliance of enemies united against a foe that will eradicate them all. But I have seen the full scope of the Valsharess's power. Everyone here will be destroyed. That's why I'm here. To watch the others fall as House Diani fell. To revel in their destruction. I'll be going now. Go, stay, what do I care? Everyone in this camp is doomed anyway. I'm just here to enjoy the suffering. I look forward to proving you wrong. Alright.
Do you have a moment? There is something I wish to tell you.
Yes, Nathira? Be careful near the docks. The Dark River is one of the keys to Lithmyathar's military strength. No army can safely cross its waters, but any who fall in are instantly swept away to their death. You think this river will stop the army of the Valsharess? It will stop them from attacking this side of the city, at least. There are no bridges across the Dark River. Any that get built are quickly washed away by rising waters. The currents make it impossible to swim, and nearly impossible to cross by ship. Only the most skilled boatmen can go from one bank to the other without being dragged down to a watery grave. So how are we supposed to cross it? If you wish to cross, simply look for Cavalis. The boatman knows the river like no other. He, or maybe she, with Cavalis, one is never sure, will take us where we need to go. Well, this Cavalis will give us some information that we need, at least.
Welcome.
The figure before you is completely covered by a heavy robe. You try to peer into the shadows of their hood, but are unable to pierce the blackness. It speaks to you in a gurgling hiss.
I am Cavalis of the Dark River. I alone can navigate its treacherous currents. All others will be swept away or dragged down beneath its murky depths. I've been waiting for you.
You've been waiting for me?
I hear the Dark River's voice. It whispers secrets like the dying gurgles of a drowning man. I know why you have come. You seek to destroy the Valsharess. Her death is your release. I can help you with this. I know the secrets of the islands. The Dark River whispers them to me when I glide across her waters. Why are you helping me? The soul of the Valsharess is black and cold. She hungers to conquer. She yearns to rule every inch of every corner of the Underdark, even the wild currents of the Dark River. Her power is growing, and soon she will enslave the Dark River itself, bending its untamed waters to her whims and will. That cannot happen. That is why I will take you to the islands.
What are you?
I am Cavalis of the Dark River. I am navigator, guide, and keeper of its secrets. And I alone can take you to the islands you must visit.
Are you a drow? A Duergar? Something else?
I am something else. I can take you across the Dark River and to the islands you must visit if you wish to destroy the Valsharess. More than this, you do not need to know.
Tell me about these islands.
The islands of the Dark River are places of secrets, places of power and danger. In these places, you might find something to aid you against the Valsharess and her great army. But though there are many tiny islands, there are two of particular note. The Isle of the Maker, and an island that is now home to a strange town that appeared from nowhere.
Tell me about the Isle of the Maker.
The Isle of the Maker is the home of an ancient Duergar sorcerer. The Maker has not been seen for many centuries, yet his creations, the golems, still wander the island. If you could find the Maker, you might convince him to lend his golems to your cause. Or, if the Maker is no more, you might find a way to control his creations. More than this, I cannot tell you, as I have never actually landed on the Isle of the Maker. It is a Duergar island, and I am not welcome there.
Tell me about this strange town.
For many centuries, that island was deserted. Then, suddenly, a small settlement appeared overnight. But this is no ordinary Underdark city. The creatures there are from the surface. They are cousins of the drow. Elves, you surfacers call them. But they have wings. Such creatures are not normally found down here. They avoid contact with me, though they may speak with you. There is something else on the island as well. Something magical. I can feel its power as my boat floats by the shores, though its exact nature is hidden from me. I suspect this magic is the source of the town's strange appearance. If you could harness such power, you could use it against the Valsharess.
I want to ask you something else.
I know much about the river's black waters. I know something of the islands these waters surround. But about your world, the world of earth and dry land, I know little.
I need help against the Valsharess.
You seek to destroy the Valsharess.
Okay, I'll be going now. The cowled figure says nothing. As you walk away, you can feel its hidden eyes watching you from beneath the shadows of its hood. Indeed. Well, that appears to be everything that is present within this town. All that remains is to go into the tower here for House Mavie. I will save before you do. Alright. She said to show the ring to the guards.
What do you want?
This guard is standing at attention as you approach. He barely acknowledges you as he says, "Matron Myroon is not accepting visitors." What is this building? This tower is the stronghold of House Mavie. Since the rebel refugees arrived, Matron Myroon has secluded himself inside. No one is allowed to see her. Who's Matron Myroon? She is the ruler of House Mavie. The seer and her rebel followers are here at the pleasure of Matron Myroon, but the matron is not seeing visitors at this time. Zesir said to show you this ring. The guard suddenly seems very nervous. Zesir gave you that. She's ready to move now. He glances quickly from side to side, trying to see if anyone is watching. Some of the guards inside are still loyal to Matron Myroon. Others are wavering between her and Zesir. Those ones won't fight you, but they won't help you either. Hurry, go inside and we'll summon the matron. If you act quickly, you can probably kill her and Captain Tebamar before they realize what's going on. The matron, Mother Myroon, gives you a scornful glance, then turns to the drow beside her.
is this male, Tebamar? Why did your guards let him in?
I'm not sure, Matron Mother. Allow me to find out for you. The captain turns to you. Who are you? How did a human male like you get past the guards outside? My name is Liam Johnson. I work for the Seer. Tebamar frowns. Liam Johnson, the Seer's great savior. I've heard of you. But what business do you have here in the House Mayvere Tower? How did you get past the guards? I came to warn you. Zesir wants the matron dead.
Of course Zesir wants to kill me. I'd be disappointed if she didn't. But she lacks the ambition and the power to act.
Zesir has been exiled. She can plot all she wants, but she can't get at the matron mother here inside her tower. Can't she? She wanted me to kill you. You mean you've just been playing Zesir this whole time, Liam? You have a real knack for drow politics. I find that disturbing. Wait, boss, Deacon is confused. You told daughter you was going to kill mother. Now you tell mother daughter told you to kill mother, so mother will kill daughter? That's right. Okay, you the boss. Boss, Deacon just hopes you keep it all straight. We not want to kill wrong drow lady by mistake. Tebamar gives the matron a worried glance. It appears your daughter is more ambitious than you thought. Maybe it has become too dangerous to let her live. I am not about to execute my last remaining heir merely on the words of this reveal, Tebamar. Find out if he has proof. Well, perhaps I should let Zesir rule.
This day is your last!
Why not? Go for it. After all, it sounded like this was best. Oh. Huh. Goodbye, Mother. Quickly, secure the tower. Remove the rest of the trash that has been following my mother. Zesir turns her attention to you. Well done, Liam Johnson. You have my thanks and the thanks of all House Mayvere. My guards will see you are given the payment we agreed on. I'm just glad I could help. There is still much I must do to secure my position as a new matron. The guards will show you out now. Well, and we got money and experience from that. I suppose now we should probably rest. Mission accomplished, and hopefully she's right, and she will continue to keep us, to keep the house on this side.
What do you want?
The guard gives you a brisk salute. Matron Zesir wishes to express her gratitude for all you have done. She considers you an ally of House Mayvere. Can I speak to Matron Zesir? That is not possible. Matron Zesir's position is still unstable. She is worried about assassination attempts. Nobody is allowed in to see her. But I'm on her side. Matron Zesir is grateful for all you've done, but she knows all too well how an ally can be turned to an enemy. She doesn't want to take any chances. Very well, I'll be going now. The guard gives you another salute, but otherwise makes no reply. Okay then. Also, I do actually have a few things to sell here, so let me see your inventory. Sell those, sell those, sell those. Very cheap, very little money, but hey, it's done. You know what? Before we go out, I think maybe I'll do at least one upgrade.
Well met.
What do I want? I could do the enhancement bonus now. Adding the extra damage would be very nice. Acid, cold, fire, or electrical? You know what? I have an idea. Where is it? Where's the dice? I know it's around here somewhere. Come on. I have somewhere. Around here. Where the hell did I leave it? Okay. Hold on. I'll be back in a sec. Alright. So, I happen to have here... I have a couple of these sets. I don't know where all of them are, but I do happen to have a set of Dungeons & Dragons dice. And one of those dice is a die 4. So, in order to decide whether I take acid, cold, fire, or electrical, let's go with chance. O die 4. 1 will be acid, 2 will be cold, 3 will be fire, 4 will be electrical. What shall I get? The answer is acid. So, let's put some acid damage on this. Behold, a master at work. What was that it said? You suddenly feel weaker as your weapon starts something. Starts taking away part of your life force. What? Ability score penalty con -4 temporary, enhancement bonus temporary +6. What is that? Something's not right. Something is very not right.
Yes? What do you wish of me?
You appear to be affecting my health. Why is that exactly?
I'm not really sure. I noticed that myself.
What do you mean you're not sure?
Need I remind you that I did not start off my existence as this weapon, and that the only other being to wield me was quite devoid of any health at all? The only thing I can think of is that the sword must be draining you somehow, powering itself up through your life force, just as it heals you with the life force of your victims. A symbiotic relationship of sorts.
Can you do something about it? I might be able to, yes. But that would mean losing the stronger enchantment on the blade as well. Keep in mind that these effects are likely only temporary. Temporary? Could it be made voluntary? You mean... Well, yes, I imagine it could. If you like, just tell me when, and I'll have the sword drain your health for a temporary boost of souls. All temporary, naturally. I see. Alright, remove the effects for now, then. As you wish. The sword sighs unhappily. Let me know if you want this to happen again. I'll try to restrain the sword's enthusiasm, and other times. Okay then, good. Thank you. I very much appreciate that, because I would very much not like to die and be wounded by that thing.
Yes? What do you wish of me?
Is there any way to get you out of this sword? He considers for a long moment. The real trouble would be the lack of my body. I suppose I could always be transferred into another body, however. Is that even possible? The only thing I could think might be possible would be for my spirit to enter a construct of some kind. Perhaps a golem or some such, preferably well made. How such a process could even be performed, however, is beyond my knowledge now. I've forgotten much, which does bring up the possibility that I am not whole enough to leave. Not whole enough? Indeed. I have lost so many details of my memory over the long years, I am almost certain that I am dissipating from within this blade. One day I shall be gone entirely, or merely a wisp, able to communicate only via empathy. But it needn't concern you, dear man. I somewhat look forward to such a day. Either I will be finally and truly dead, or senseless enough to I will no longer care. I'll try to free you if I can. Do not trouble yourself, truly. If fortune smiles upon me and something drops in your lap, well, that would be fine, but otherwise I am not waiting for the gods to intervene. Indeed. So we can actually boost our enchantment here, but we're not going to right now. It apparently can be boosted to 6. But I'm not going to deal with it. That said, I think I'm going to end this episode here, among this incredibly epic music that will not shut up. Next episode, I think perhaps what we'll start with is trying to find the allies that there are located out on the islands. Perhaps we'll start with the mysterious village. That seems like a decent place. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. That is Liam Johnson, Nathira, and Deacon. This has been a Let's Play of Hordes of the Underdark. And I shall see you all next time.